Hello, hello, Rhoda here. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're working on the Nutcracker book, and I've got the pages arranged in the order that I want them in, and as I'm flipping through, you'll get to see where everything is at. I've already secured the cover down. I chose this for the cover. I really like the idea of the moon, and it's kind of telling a story as it goes through, as you know I like to do. I've also got this picked out for something to work with. I want to come up with a few words to put through here, and we're going to use this Distress Mica Burning Ember to spray the paper off first. And there's a few things still down in here. It's like little tags and bookmarks and things like that. And I still do have... Oh, I still do have the ice skates to do, so we may end up doing a little bit of that instead of doing the constant gluing, because you know how that goes. And we may have a few of these words also through the book. So, yes, first, let's get our splat box out and spray this paper. And while I'm doing that, I have to shake this good because of the mica all being in the bottom. Thank you for coming by to visit and seeing what's going on today. If you've been noticing like product links or anything like that, that's just me trying to give you an idea where you might be able to buy a few of the things that I show you. Some of them are long gone. So, some things you won't be finding again. Not even through the Etsy sellers. But, you know, some of it is still out there. I even had the newest kind of circle stencil that I just showed you in one of the last videos. Anyhow, it's not out there anymore. I don't know where they're all at. Maybe it's too old. All right. Ooh, shoo. Did you see that? How that reacted? That's kind of cool. Yeah, I didn't want these to be totally black. I wanted it to have a little bit of color that was going to kind of link back up with what is in the book. And it sort of looks like it may, it's kind of bright though, go with a few of the colors that's in here, especially this tangerine kind of color. So maybe that'll work out for us. So anyhow, I'm going to get off here and I'm going to spray this with my heat gun just so it gets dry for us in time. Okay, we are done. I've got it all dried up. Now I gotta get my my whatever you call it, the die cut machine. Having a few blackouts. Get the die cut machine up here and figure out what words we want to cut out. All right, this is bound to shake the camera. This is my 6-inch Spellbinders. I didn't want one of those automatic machines. I just wanted one that I can hand crank. So, and these are my original plates. I have not changed them yet. I do have a set of new plates. I'm just kind of finicky. Anyway, I'm not really, you know, that sweet on these pumpkins. I could cut them out and have them as a base on something, on a fall harvesty journal, but you know. Ooh, is that still wet? No, but it does have a little bit of a shine that'll come off. That's the only thing with these kind of, you know, mica sprays. Now I have capital and I have lowercase. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to go with. I need to get it out of here as well. I guess I should show you what it is first. It's scrapbook.com alphabet dice. I think I got them for free. They were a freebie. So I can't really tell you how to get them. Okay, I'm first going to spell out Nutcracker in the lowercase. Now I need to do the R again. And I think the C again. Now, you can get in here with washi tape and tape these down, but I'm going to try to just get it to where it's not going to need it. Now, you have to watch that you don't, like, overlap them. That's one of the important things. Is this the right way? Yes. Because you would ruin your dice that way. Okay, and then you can go back over it again. Okay. Now, let me get in here. And as you can see, they all popped out. Isn't that K pretty? I love the uppercase. I'm going to use that in the Egyptian journal. But there we go. So let me get in here and get all the Nutcracker word out. And then I'm going to see if I need another one. I had a little bit of trouble with the T. So this one looks better. It's got this tiny little points. And I must have done... I chewed up the C. So I had to remake it. So, you know, sometimes, you know, putting them down with the... I needed a C, not E. I need another C. Sometimes when you put it down with the washi tape, it's so much better. They don't crawl around. Okay. Okay, so if you have a letter or your paper gets stuck up in there and your letter doesn't come out, they have a hole in each one. And you have to take a little pokey tool and get in there. But I've been sitting here struggling with my spelling skills because I wanted to do magic. I tried to spell it with a J instead of a G. And, yeah. And I had the hardest time with Nutcracker. Maybe I've been drinking too many Coke Zeros. Okay, so I want the word magic down here on the bottom. So let me find it's only 5 letters. So usually what you're going to do is you want to find the middle, and then you want to find the middle letter. Sometimes you have an even amount of letters, so you have to kind of split the difference. But this is how I used to do posters and stuff. And the other thing you have to remember is upper and lowercase. So G is sort of a lowercase letter, but I may have stuck it up higher. Because look at the way that A is. Okay. Anyhow, I wanted some lunch. So I went down to Verona and got me. I've been craving those onion rings at Burger King with that zesty sauce. Oh my gosh, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Anyhow, so it's been starting to snow here, and it wasn't sticking at all, but it's sticking now. But though I was talking about a blackout earlier, which is so true with my spelling abilities, but it was like this one hill I went over on the way home, and boom, it was like a whiteout. It was just all white. And then I it kind of had some shapes and stuff come out after that. But these are like big as quarters, these drops that are coming down. It's amazing. So I'm trying to get an equidistance here. I got a dot for the top of the eye. Luckily enough, if I lose that, I've got a top of a J over there somewhere. Okay, and then the C. And I picked the word ballet because in the middle there's those little girls getting ready to dance. But there's not really any wording on that page, so I thought that would be the perfect spot. And this is all about magic. So I thought that would be the perfect word for on the outside here to pull out, you know. I could even put a K on the end of it, because some magic has K's, but I don't know. That's going to take up the rest of the... Nah, we won't worry about that. Okay, so let's get to gluing here. And I might have to do, in a separate video, the ice skates and the big snowflake. I'm afraid I am. Now we're going to have to do some scoring. Excuse me, Braylon. Braylon's over there napping, of course, on something I want to use. So we're just going to score down this line right here in the middle. And that's why I've got a line down the middle of my, this is the Works all-in-one. It's got like 7 or 8 different things that it does. And I kept putting off getting a scoreboard and kept putting it off. And I finally said, well, no, I just need one. So let me get one. So that's what happened. I decided to get this. It had all these different elements to it. It's got a cutter, and it does envelopes. Got a little bit of a crooked thing there. So let's do that. There we go. All right. Let me haul this to the side. And I wanted to have a type of little fold out here, but I don't want it to be white. So we're going to put a little bit brown so it'll kind of match the brown frame. You can do this on something if you don't want to do it on your hand. You know me. Take the easy route, but it's usually the hard route. Yeah, it was just kind of fun rolling around in the snow and looking at all the goodies that was coming down. It is kind of hypnotizing, though, when you're rolling and you got the snow falling one way and you're going another. But it's better than what we had. You know, that freezing cold crap that we had in the last month. Ugh. This is a vast improvement. Okay, so I've got a little guy here. He kind of hindered the moon, but that's all right. We got the moon here too. But I wanted the house here because of the other house. Now, down here, there's a magic... I don't know if you can see it. Maybe move up a little bit. There is a magic night word that was in the very center of this page. So I want to try to hide that a little bit with this one, which says wintertime. So my pages are opening up with, you know, you see the little girl in the front with her doll. And she's at home imagining all these things, getting close to Christmas. Look at the number on that house. It's a Roman numeral. So anyhow, I want to put this here. And this is kind of like an intro. This is her house. And I thought I would put... all the little stars are in the middle of the moon, but I'm going to put the 12. The 12 in the center of that. Kind of like a Cinderella moment, you know. She's dreaming of what could happen, and maybe all the interesting stuff will start happening at midnight. That's usually when Santa comes, isn't it? Does he come at midnight? Now here's the one little vellum 8x8, I think it is, that has the ice skates on it. I haven't decided where the ice skates will go. Possibly on here or something. I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. Now this is just greetings. It's kind of like we're beginning our story. You're getting welcomed into the page and into the story itself. This is a kind of an odd looking page to be putting here with a cactus succulent on it, but I thought it was kind of nice because it had the roses, and usually that's what your little ballet dancer gets at the end of her set. She'll get a beautiful bouquet. Now these two little people, I was going to put them here like they're dancing. Or I was going to put them over there. I wasn't quite sure where to put them. I like them to be in the scene, I think. This left page could be left open for pictures or journaling. Say somebody wanted to get it for a future Christmas present. I didn't get it out at Christmas time. They could put some of their own photos from their Christmas in there. Or if they went to the ballet or something along those lines. Okay, and I want to always put this down. There we go. It's a good looking little guy there. He gonna be fine in a few years. Alright. Enough of that. Let me see. I thought I would put this over here. It's got like this big bunch of green here. And I thought that green helps pull it over. There's not that much green over here except for the holly. I believe that's mistletoe, but don't hold me to it. Dad took us to this one tree. We got a road that will go over to Bath County. It's not a main road or nothing. It's like, well, it is sort of a main road. It takes you through Goshen and all that kind of stuff. But anyhow, there is a specific tree on this person's property. And he would always take us and point up in the tree, especially if it was in the winter or fall time when the leaves had fell off. You could see the mistletoe up in the top of the tree. I mean, you didn't see that all. And it had to be a specific tree. What did he say that tree was? It's a certain type of tree it grows in. It won't grow in any other. It's obviously a very choosy plant. Okay, we have some balls and decorations over here. So I've got a bell, a couple balls, and then we have a tree and a wonderful Christmas time. So we're going to have our tree over here. You saw a tree in the previous page, but it got cut off. So it didn't count. Alright. Then we're going to put this one in here. So the little kids could dance over into this page and enjoy the tree and all the other goodies that might be around it. Have a kitty cat sleeping there. I'm going to stick this in the corner down here. I thought the star worked out well here because we got a star on the tree. Yeah, I had to sit there and kind of figure out where I wanted everything. And this has got some teal and stuff in the curtain. So I'm going to put this at the top of the other page here, which will help pull our teal colors across. Okay. I like that where you can see that. I thought that looked like a mirror, but I'm really not sure now if that's a mirror or a window. Well, it could be a mirror reflecting. Right? Yes, it could be a mirror reflecting the moon. We could look at it like that. Now, I'm going to put the little balls up here kind of around what I just put down. Yeah, it's got all kinds of fussy cutting I had to do on this ball here. Okay. I'm going to stick that one right there. Kind of overlapping. Make him straight. Come on. Let gravity work for you, baby. It doesn't quite work in my favor anymore, but it'll work in most in most circumstances. Okay, there we go. Got a little bit too much glue right there. All right, and I'm going to probably sew this together off video. It's either going to get a 3-hole pamphlet stitch or a 4. I haven't decided yet. Now, I don't know if I want that there. Let's put that right here. He doesn't actually have more to the string there. But we'll put him up above like he's been tied into the top. And we got a present and some bears up there. Hey. They're all coming along for the party. Now, these little 8x8s, I didn't do them like half and half because I thought they were more interesting like this. But I did have the balls here that reflected the balls there. And this has some things on the other side, which I'm going to have to pull off so I don't glue on it. Okay. Little fireplace is pretty. I remember down at the old house, we had it was an old house at that. Oh gosh, he must be back from walking the woods. I might have to shut my door. But it had an old fireplace we hung our stockings on. looks crooked, but it's not. Hello.
That was a waste of a drive.
Oh, you couldn't get up in there?
I got up in there, but when I got there, once I got to Buffalo Gap High School, the ground looked like this now.
Oh,
well,
well,
it's like 2 inches of snow back there on the mountain. Heck no.
That's the mountains.
Snow. Well,
okay, I had to put you on hold for a minute. He couldn't go up and do his walking. He said it was starting to stick, and it was about 2 inches up there, but that's closer to the mountains. That's the way I go when I go to West Virginia to do my research and genealogy kind of things. Now, since it has the tree here, I'm going to put this down and kind of these like down under it in some way, but I'm going to glue this down to be like a pocket. I had those, either the bookmarks over there, or I had little tiny tags over there. So what I'm going to do is like this, where you're going to be able to tell that it's a pocket. Let me just go ahead and ink all around it. And then we're going to, did I get it straight? Not quite. Much better. Okay, I'm holding my finger there, and I'm going to just do the edges here, and I'm going to go across at the bottom. It can be flat, and then kind of up the side again. All right. I think that'll work. And I'm going to go up just a little bit so I can put this other one below it. It still looks like it's a slight bit crooked. How fascinating. All right. More intricate fussy cutting being done on this page. All right. And I wanted to put this kind of off to the side down here, like it's a continuation of the presents. Okay, get that excess. And she's sitting there holding her little nutcracker. Now this one had roses on it as well. That's another thing where I thought this would connect because there's roses further on. And I love this. This is just gorgeous. And so this page doesn't have anything. I just kind of wanted to show that. How pretty it is against there. So we have what could be a journal card. But I think I'm just going to, I'm not sure what I want to do with it. Can I actually, oh, maybe I could do a tuck. Let's try that. So I'm going to kind of glue it on this side. It's kind of telling the story. I mean, the little girl is enjoying her tree and looking at her nutcracker. And then over here, you know, it's getting close to Christmas and midnight. So there's beautiful moments coming up. Look at the plum pudding. Oh. All right, so what do we have? We got another one of these that I have to score. And then we have Just Believe. So let me get this back over here. And score down that line. I didn't have a scoreboard for the longest time. Like I said, I kept debating whether to get one. And finally decided on this, The Works by We Are Memory Keepers. And I waited and waited for a sale. I finally got a good one near Christmas, maybe around Black Friday or something, one year, and I went for it. Some of the things I never used, some of them I do. So it's kind of like that. But then that's the same with all pieces of equipment and tools that you get. Sometimes you don't use them all the time. Alright, I want to make sure I got a good fold on that. Let me move my ballet up. I think I'm going to knock it off with my towel and stuff. Okay. So this is going to get glued over here as another flip. Alright, it's kind of hard to glue that. Alright, about right here in the middle, I think. I love that scrolly edge it's got there. Now, I've got a couple of scroll stamps, and they would be kind of really pretty on like a opposite page from something like this. Especially if you heat emboss them with gold. But I don't think we're going there today. or should we? I don't know. Let me think about it. Okay, so I'm going to use this foreboding CMS 470. And I'm going to use this one because it's got a really beautiful swirl to it. And we're going to put it on this guy kind of at an angle. A little big. And then we're going to take our Versamark watermark stamp pad and get in here and stamp it real good. It doesn't feel like it's very flat right here, so we're going to take it out. Gosh, got some stuff on the other side, but it won't affect us right here. So I'm going to go right down here at the bottom with it. And I'm going to lay it flat. Just kind of go like right here. Okay. And then let me pull this over. And I'm going to go for the gold. Going for the gold again. The Recollections Fine Embossing, or it's Detail Embossing Powder, they call it. But you get really fine details with it. Okay. There. That little piece shouldn't go. Now you can get a little brush. If you got a few things that's on there that really are not supposed to be. Now this one didn't fill in, but that might be one of the things I like about it. So the good thing with a plate is you just fold the plate in half. Make you a little point mark down there somewhere. And I just do like that. And flick it. And most of it goes back out. So you don't lose a lot of your embossing powder. Now if you mix embossing powders, that's that's where it gets rough. You have to make a little dish of a mixture. And you use it on just whatever. So let's emboss this and see what comes up. Ooh, it might curl a bit because it's a thin paper. Ooh, can you see it changing? That's what I like about this. Totally different from what you begin with. Ooh, it's hot. Okay. And you can always look back at it and see what didn't get caught, like I just saw that little piece there. Yeah, so see, it's kind of pretty. It adds a little bit more to the page. Now, are you saying, do I need to do that with the other one? And I think I might. There's a smaller one, and I think I will. Okay, let me get that one over here. Let's see, here's a smaller one. And we're going to do that same thing. Now, I could have done them together, but then again, there's more chance of messing up when you try to do too many at the same time. Yeah, see, I'm thinking about kind of up this side, or no, this side, the flat side. Right there. There we go. Get back in here with my plate and my... Now, is anybody else catching the Olympics? I swear, every time I turn it on. Now, I don't go out there until evening. And I've learned to kind of turn it on like 11 o'clock or whatever. They'll pick up the highlights. Why is it always curling and skiing? It's that one where they're skiing and shooting. Skiing and shooting. And then there's another one that's just curling. And I swear, I don't know how many nights of curling. They even said that on some kind of news channel. They were trying to be funny, but it was true. Too many curling. I wanted to see ice skating. I didn't get a chance to see that at all. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Whee! There we go. Yeah, I wanted to see the men's ice skating, especially because that Ilya Malinin, whatever, he's from like Fairfield. He's just down the road from me. But I don't know what happened. He was supposed to be like the #1 pick, and something happened. He just lost it. He said it was a bad night. I forget what he was explaining. He just kind of... But, you know, they were under so much pressure. I mean, I would not be able to do it. It took me enough sessions to get a decent video for you all to watch, for me to become comfortable. Because I know a lot of you haven't seen me from the very beginning, but I have stage fright. And it was frightening. Now, do I want to separate that or put that down here with these guys? I think I want to put it here. Kind of like right there. Yeah. Kind of to keep it all together. And then it's like, it's not all by itself way up in there. That's why I chose that. I know a lot of you were saying you enjoy when I tell you why I do something. because it kind of explains my reasoning and the placement that things go. Now here's another one of those little circle guys. And I don't know that I'm going to make it a pocket. I think I've got a few more. So I don't think I'm going to make this a pocket. I think it's just going to go on there as is. Let's see. I'm wanting to use my nutcracker word here. That's another thing. I think I'm going to go down the side with it. The outside or the inside, I'm not sure which. And then I have this. So let me see. Let me put my nutcracker there. Let's see about putting the horse on top of him. You know. Would that look better? That may look better. It is kind of odd that they're separate. Let's see. I think the snow has shrunk to almost nothing. But, oh, it's getting bigger again. It's getting bigger again. Okay, that'll work. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw the horse in the nutcracker. Okay. Alright. That's going to go right there. It's kind of neat. You can see that through him. All right, let's see if I get the Nutcracker word on here. And I don't know if I'm going to try to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 letters. So we're going to go with an A and try to find the lower side of center. Like right there. Oops. I'm trying to bend it out, but I kind of bent it, period. All right. Let's just pray I have it in the correct order of spelling. Okay. I've been trying to get my obituaries and things like that that I've found from the previous years figured out and put into like little folders on my computer. So when me and Zach meet up, all I've got to do is let him kind of copy that onto a jump drive or something, and he can take it home and type it out. He obviously doesn't believe I would correctly interpret the obituary, so he likes to do it. I don't really blame him. Sometimes my mind interprets things a little differently. But we try to correct things that are in. You know how have you ever gotten an obituary and it's been really wrong? They'll be mentioning some family members and you're thinking, how is that family member related? But sometimes over there, they were raised by like a sister instead of a mother. We've encountered that one in this last bunch of obituaries and stuff we've done. Because like a sister had passed away, and so her sister raised her children. So when one of those children died, they listed these other ones as their siblings, when in fact they were cousins. So that kind of threw us for a bit. And we've found a few other ones that just kind of knocked us for a loop, and we weren't quite sure what was what. So if we could find a family member to help us, we did, but in other times we just let it go. But sometimes they wouldn't list somebody, so we got in there and listed it for them. I don't know if they just didn't know that they were still alive, or I'm not really sure what the situation was, if there was a feud. We've been hollered at over there about different things. Like this one time, we were over there with a friend of ours that she grew up over there. Anyway, there was this old store building, and it actually had a little gas station beside it. And it was made out of, little gas station was made out of, like, blocks. So it wasn't going to burn down or anything. But the gas station, or the store part, was made out of wood. And it was actually still standing, shockingly. So we got over there and took pictures of it this one visit. Well, as soon as we out there taking a picture of it, it's across the road from this person's house. Well, they're out there hollering at us. What are you doing taking pictures of my building? Something like that. And it's right on the highway almost. Well, it's not a highway, but side road. And so Kathy had to get out. She's the one that was raised over there. She starts spouting out all of her family lines and such. And the woman starts calming down then. And then, the next year we go, it's blown down. So, isn't it a good thing we got a picture of it? But that's what we like to do, get pictures of the old schools, and because you never know. You never know. The next time you go back, it might not be standing. And there was a place in town in Kermit that was like that. It was called Peak's Garage. And he used to have an old Exxon station there back in the day. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I want to have the little boots and the shoes up here. I'm not sure why I have the plum pudding here, but we'll put that there somehow. But yeah, that thing, I kept telling, and then one day or one visit we went over, and the roof was kind of buckling. Not sure what had happened to it, but that roof was going to go at any time. And I told Zach, I said, you better get out there and take you some pictures of that. Because I guarantee you, next time we're back over here, it is going to be gone. And sure enough, there was either like, it wasn't a tornado, but there were some fierce winds that went through there one time. And through that winter or something. And boom, that baby was gone. And it was at the point there must have been a car inside of it, up on these big like railroad ties or something, because the next thing you know, I'm trying to figure out if I can get this on this page or not worry about it. Maybe I'll just put it under there like that. Yeah, there was this car on railroad ties, and when the whole front end kind of came off of the place, it was that car kind of came out of there. And somebody said they thought that the car got thrown into it from the hurricane winds. But no, it was that exact opposite, because there was no support left. It kind of exploded out. Yeah, interesting, right? Now in here is kind of where I want to put ballet. And I'm thinking like right along in there. So I'm just going to eyeball the center on this one, because I didn't really get it right on magic. So I don't trust myself. Okay. So yeah, we've had some interesting episodes. There was another one we got hollered at. Who was that? I'm telling you. They just we got hollered at online. We have a web page, a Facebook page about, some things that we found. We share like the old railroad tunnels, like this one. Oh my God, nobody even knew it was there. These people live there. We're just visitors. So I knew about it because I used to go down and talk to the guys at the Dairy Queen. And the old original road used to go down there around and above this railroad tunnel. So I knew about it. And yeah, anyway, so we sometimes will post things on there and share it, or we'll post things on there and ask to try to figure out a mystery or a name change or something in that aspect. Just sharing things we found in the paper. And yeah, just doing for the community. And, they really appreciate it in most cases. One time we got hollered at because I took a picture of a little grave up this one road, all by itself, kind of in a bunch of trash almost. And they got mad at us for taking a picture of it. Now, we didn't mean any disrespect or anything. We just wanted to be able to write something up on this little baby to put it into the book, for the cemetery book. I think her sister got on there, and finally we had told them what we were doing. We weren't trying to be indelicate or any of those kind of things. So I don't know. I guess you just don't know what you're doing until you tell them. But I mean, most people know about it. I mean, if they're on our page, they know about it. Okay, I want to put this little guy here. I'm not gluing anything to this vellum here, because you'll be able to see the back side. And I don't think I want to see that. Now, what did I do? I put that away. Why did I do that? Habit. habit. Sure enough, that thing dries up. I'll never get it to tip clean again. Alright, so we're just going to do this. Put a little ginger. It kind of looks like that, doesn't it? It kind of reflects that same look. I think that's a cardinal on the top of that roof, and that is not in any way by scale, because that cardinal is huge. Unless that's not supposed to be the size of a real house. Yeah, it could be that. Alright. Whee! I have to see what my time is. Oh, it's 45 minutes. Well, I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't stop. And then I'll come back on another episode after I've sewn it shut. And we'll do some of the snowflakes, glue the rest of the goodies in. Because I think I'm about at half scale here. So here's I don't know where I got that paper. I think somebody sent it to me. But see, I've got the nutcrackers here. And I've got a word there, and I don't know what to do with it. I'll tell you what. How much have I got left? Let me do a little more. Because I do have an idea for one of these pages where I'm wanting to kind of make a wreath. I had all these little pieces, like little stars and little oranges and things like that, that I wanted to make a wreath out of. And I think it's going to be around something I just saw there. I just seen it. So I'll work up to that and then we'll be done. I have to find me some paper first for those ice skates are going to be kind of intricate. I'm not sure what I'm going to use for the laces for those things. But I need to find me some paper. I may have to squirt some more colors on some paper for the snowflake. I don't know. Have to see. Now this one, I'm going to put him, maybe I'll put him just right down here. And then we'll have his saying up behind him. How about that? We'll open him up like that. And we'll have the nutcracker under there. The saying with the nutcracker. Woo. Okay. So kind of like right here. Yep. Just right. There we go. Now I could have cut the points off of some of these, and I didn't think about it. But, you know, you can always go in there and do it. Kind of round the points. Oop. Alright, what's next? This one is a little envelope. And I kind of left it open. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to seal it shut. Because then you can get in here and write in it. It's really cute. It was, you know, part of the stuff. So I did score there. And then I've got this that'll be inside of it. So let's just go ahead and do that. And we'll fold it over. And just leave it like that. Is that correct? I think it's like that you usually fold it. There we go. And then here's the front. It's really pretty. And then we're going to have Magic Night up here. Yeah, we'll put it on that side. Now I'm going to find me a cute little paper clip. I got a few that I found at Dollar Tree one time, and I have looked ever since and never found them again. Oh. So I don't know if that was a fluke or what was going on. All right. Let me see what I've got. I've got a little heart that way. Got a heart that way. I've got a star. Oh, and I had an arrow. I think I like the star. That goes with Christmas. Okay. So that's going to go over here, up at the top. Are you able to see that? Let me scoot you down. Okay. Maybe we'll go this direction. Yeah. There we go. That's cute. And what else? Here's Santa. And Magic Christmas. What is that? Oh, now this is the one that I want to do a wreath around. So that's staying there. Okay. So this one has a Christmas tree that we're going to make into a little pocket. Although it's going to take the top of the star off the tree. Oh well. And then we're going to glue it like this, so we can tuck us something in our pocket. And I'm going to kind of put him right here in the center. There. And then this part is going to go at the top. Yeah, I really thought that was cute with the vellum with the Santa on it. I had to add him. I just had to add him. And this will go right up here at the top. Get it straight. My head's not on straight, so it's kind of hard for me to glue straight. All right. And then we got another one of these. Am I close to it? No, I'm still going, aren't I? All right. Going to do our scoring again. And I'm trying to match the line here and the line down there. So I know I got it on the right one. And then here we can actually pop the corners off before we glue it on. And this is the one with the little ballerinas. How cute. So we've gotten up to Christmas night. And now the little ballerinas are coming out to play. And we're going to put us I don't know why I only left a tab on the left side of these things. I didn't think it out too well. I'm just going to put that in the middle. Because, you know me, I love secret journaling. And somebody could just get up underneath of there and put them a little message to themselves or something. Yeah. And see, the colors in that go with colors over here very well. Now, what am I doing here? All I have is this little guy. Guess he'll go, I'm just going to put him down all together. He's not going to have anything else to go under him. Okay. He's just going to be right here in the center. As centered as I can be. close enough. All right. It was on the horse. All right, another one that I have. Oh, okay. This one, I wasn't that crazy about the clock, so I'm going to score it to where this is the front. And I may do it a little differently where I put the saying one here. So that means we have to ink this side. Whoops. Okay. And then bend it that way. You can do so much with these Stamperia pads. I just love them. Oh, now that I remembered it, got to do my corners. Okay. Now this one I'm going to stick right here. Is that the center? I think this is as close to the center as my brain will do. I'm gonna. Oh, I'm hitting something under there. It must be another paper clip. Okay. Got these little corners everywhere. Now I gotta get in here and clean this one up. Okay. So they can open up and see the clock, but I would prefer not to see white. You know me, I don't like white. Now, I have a bird. I have the saying. You know, well, I kind of really like that with the color. I'm going to go ahead. Well, I'm going to cover the bird up. So, let's go ahead and stick this up somewhere. Above the flip out. That kind of up here. But I'm also going to put this crown on it. I think is how I had it planned. But now the crown. Okay. Maybe put the crown on there. I didn't put that word label down far enough, so change of plans. Oh, that's not down far enough. We're just going to put it like right here. Okay, now the cool thing, well, I thought it was a cool thing, but it's not. I thought these were reversible. Maybe that was another one I had. That's okay. This bird is in the right position that I wanted him in, because I didn't want him in the same one with that one. So, that's where we're putting him. It's a whole flock of little birds. What is that, a little bluebird? Got an awful bright little chest on him. Okay, now this is our flip out that we made the other day. And this is where I decided to put it. See, it's that little... Now, I still need to get in here and put me something you can write on. That is in the plans. That hasn't happened yet. But this was the page from that Stampin' Up. And so was this. So it kind of all went together. And you just fold it over your page. It's not quite centered, but I still got to get in there. It's easy to move it, though. I thought this would go good with this. Isn't that kind of a cozy looking scene? You got the fireplace and all these. I bet that smells so good. And then it's that gingerbread up here. I shouldn't be hungry. I just ate a whole bunch of food. All right, we're going to decorate this one with the clock, which is going to go there. And I didn't quite cut down into his pieces there. I wonder if I can cut that enough to get most of that out. I guess I could have inked it as well. Should have this part already done. All right. Could probably do a little hit of vintage photo on it and make a good bit of it disappear without having to do this extra work. So I think it looks fine. Got a little teddy bear on the back of it. Check it out. That was probably, this is the back page. That's why it shows you stuff on the back. Now I'm going to be covering up my candelabra, but that's all right. Yeah, I'm going to put this here. Looks like it would fit there in real life. Okay. And then my chair with the little kitty in it. Did you hear that, Graylin? Got a little kitty in it. He must took a memo from your book. Lay on the furniture. Okay, and I'm going to kind of put that little chair right here where he's overlapping this clock, so it looks like he's sitting in front of it. And he's also kind of sitting on the floor. Okay. There. You see the little kitty? It's really cute. Alright, this one, I'm still going, aren't I? Now this one, I think I'm going to make it into a pocket. Don't think I'm going to lose out on much here. I think I had about 4 or so. And see, these were actually journal cards, and I just made them into flips. But I had about 4 tags, little mini tags, and then I had about 2 bookmarks. So that's what's going to be going down into these. I think I'm going to actually put this over top of this. That might be kind of a cool look. Yeah, I got the teal going on over here. Okay, let's see. There. Then you know what's coming next. A little bit of vintage photo. Oh goodness. Okay, so that will definitely cover that. I just got to get the fold now. And then we have 2 cutter corners and glue our edge. Just rolling right along. Alright. Trying to figure out where this looks like it's right in the center. Ooh, ooh. Come over a little bit. Okay. Let's, oh, no. Now I have to go back. Now I have to go before. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, that's as good as it's going to get. Because I didn't want any of it to show And I kept getting a little bit here and a little bit there. So I think that's good. Although I had a little bit of the paper coming off now. I wonder if anybody will see that. Maybe I can find something to put on it. Okay, I got over into my scraps, and I found this little piece. It's really neutral. It'll go with all of this, and it will hide that little bit of paper that I had come off. Because it is very unprofessional. Okay, so I'm going to just glue it right against the back. And that's all she wrote. That's how you fix something that you may have a little flub on that didn't look like it was going to pass inspection. So, yeah. There we go. And then that's a pocket. And we'll fill our pockets maybe after the fact. Now, I think all I have to do here is the clock, and then I have that for the back. Okay. So, I believe, again, we may be putting this... No, this one we're not going to put down as a pocket. This one's just going to be as is. I may do the back one as a pocket. I'm actually going to go through and see how many pockets I even need before I do that back page, because I might not even need it. Yet again, I'm trying to go with putting the houses together. Okay, that's midnight right there. Well, it's getting to the point where I've left it open too long, and it's not being happy about it. Yeah, there we go. A little happier. So I'm going to put this right here. There. Now, let me find out what I've got for the pockets. I think I only have those. So I really don't have much of anything. So let's go back through and fill them real quick. Alright, none on the front, none there. I do have to cut the corners. Something I forgot to do. I'll put these over to the side real quick. Alright, who else did I have? Nope. No pockets there. When did I start putting pockets in? There's one. Okay. So I have... She's looking at a nutcracker. So let me put a nutcracker there. And then nothing there. That's a tuck. That doesn't have anything, but I have corners. You always have to go back through and check. And check again. Yeah. Did we have a pocket? No, we didn't make it a pocket, did we? Crap. There's a pocket. And then I've got a little ballerina. Well, let's actually put the dress one here with the pretty little dress. Ballet. And no pockets there. That's just to see that. That's its own thing. This is a wreath. There's a pocket. And we're just going to go ahead and put the gingerbread house there. Now there's somebody with a pocket behind somebody. Where was that at? That's its own thing. There's one. Okay. Now I still have two things that are bookmarks. And it could be I just stick them in something that's already a pocket. That's what I'm kind of wondering about. Like here, if it doesn't mess up with anything else. That's the important thing. Nope. Where did they all go? Oh, here's one. So that would be a good one for there. And I don't think I had any pockets back in here. Did I? Tell you what, I might take this one up, intending on putting on the back, which is unnecessary. Or I could put it back here and make it the pocket I intended to. And then it's got a moon on it. That's perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's... Oh, we got to get in here and cut his thumb pull out so they know it's a pocket. Yeah, it's called working it out on the fly. Alright, this one doesn't need to be thick because it's a bookmark. But we will try to get it down to the bottom as much as we can. And we're needing to open it up again. Okay. Alright. There. Now. And we're going to put this right here in the center. Center wrote a center. I have to holler at myself every now and then. Okay, so there. That's perfect. Okay, so we will be back to finish this little guy with some ice skates. And I still have to figure out where I want those ice skates to be, tell you the truth. And I'm going to tie it together off screen. But I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, I did still have this to do. So we have the little words to put in here still, and we have the ice skates and the snowflakes to add. That's even talking about snowflakes there. So that'll be what we do on our next session of this. And it's almost done. Almost done. I hope you enjoyed this and got to see how I throw together one of these Stamperia pads and add a few extra elements to do things. And instead of using these as journal cards, I just used them as a flip, which added a fun little element to this. I added some Stampin' Up! Paper to get rid of it. But yeah, that's a pretty scene right there. I really like that one. So everybody, take care. Have a great day. And I will see you again soon. I really appreciate you for coming by to visit. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.